What is pumping, ladies and gents? Here we are, mid-December, no snow on the ground, and it is very, very mild here in northern Ontario. And what we're dealing with here is projects, mini projects. Got lots of projects on the go here. You never have too many of them, especially if you're a guy with nothing to do around Christmas time. Pretty much the story of my life. Oh, projects. You know, it never ends here. Got a few repair manuals here. I'm just going to pluck on my shelf real quick. I'm cleaning up my shop, getting things all organized. And the fox says, well, he doesn't really say much because I ran over him with my old blue Chev. So he doesn't say anything anymore. So, what we got going on here, seeing as how you guys have been kind of wondering what the heck happened to me for the last while. Well, I've been very busy. Driving a rock truck for 14 hours a day. You kind of lose interest in other things when you get bounced around like a rag doll all day. So, what we are dealing with here is an engine with no cam in it. This is a small block 305, 5 liter. Okay. Like I say, new parts, but, you know, we're just going to leave that there. I'm going to delete the cat on that vehicle. And I was actually astonished to find out, an old car nut told me, actually it was my father, and another car nut, who is actually a frequent member here at the shop. He comes by quite often. He tells me to always hang your camshaft by a wire and have it like this. So that's what I did. And never heard that before until, well, quite recently. So I'm looking and it's like all this stuff looks fairly normal, right? Like, I mean, how does this go again? Intake, exhaust, exhaust, intake, intake, exhaust, exhaust, intake, blah, 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 okay? So you got all that. So, 2 valves per cylinder, dit. Okay, so whatever, you know, it's typical, and then you got your distributor gear. So anyhow, I'm looking at this, trying to examine what could possibly be wrong with it, and the only bad lobe that I could find was this little guy right here. You know, that's kind of a bit tarnished here, but he is kind of flattened, while the other ones have a nice, really nice curve to them. This guy here is kind of just a little nub. So, when I first pulled this out of the engine, I thought to myself, I'm going to see a whole bunch of them rounded off and maybe some shavings in the oil pan, but, well, I haven't tore the oil pan out yet, so I really can't say anything about that. But, I mean, I was actually looking for more wear than this, but to me, this camshaft really isn't the worst that's ever came out of a small block Chev. So, but anyway, like I say, this one here is definitely well rounded off, you know, to the point where it wouldn't have done anything, that one particular valve. So, change it anyway. Like, I mean, the camshaft is wore, you know, they did all get worn out. There's the silver Chevy out back, you know, many projects on the go. But like I say, I do want to get this engine back in this car, and hopefully for around New Year's for you guys, I'm going to have this sucker running. I'm hoping. But like I say, I need gaskets, and while I'm doing this, I tore the engine mounts out of the car. That is a real pain of a job to do if anybody's ever changed engine mounts in a car like this. Usually you don't have to, but because I had the engine out, and the price of new ones, they're about 10-12 bucks a piece from Rock Auto, plus shipping, so I'd probably be looking at 50 bucks for brand new engine mounts. I'm saying to myself, I might as well have them out and changed. And so I took them out. You know, so that's the 50 bucks there. You know, it needs new exhaust manifold gaskets, you know, water to pump, block to pump gaskets, okay, because these guys, of course, need to be changed, so you're going to need stuff like that. Timing chain cover, I want a new one on here because the old one, I kind of had to put some pressure on it, and I don't think I bent it. Like, it probably is fine, but it's all rusted. So, I mean, I might as well replace it. For a nice $30 valve cover, or timing chain cover from Jegs, or somewhere that says Chevrolet embossed right on it, nice powder coated black, it'll add a lot more nice viewing pleasure to this old block. I'm going to do the heads. I'm going to try and clean them up, make them look nice, and put new valve cover gaskets on, or new valve covers on there. Nice new black powder coated. And I was thinking maybe aluminum intake, because that old heavy cast iron, it's old, it's done. I mean, technically you're supposed to take them to a machine shop to have them trued and make sure that it is trued. For the price of a new one, I might as well buy a new one. I haven't decided yet, but I'm just rambling on, so I'm just thinking of ideas. I really haven't decided, so, you know, kind of, it's nice and clean in there though. I mean, like, the lifter valley. But like I say, I've always done really good maintenance with these vehicles, so there really shouldn't be a lot that has gone wrong with them, you know, with sludge and whatnot. I've seen engines get dismantled, and I mean they're coated and with just sludge, and I mean they're bad. But anyway, so that's projects anyway, so remember just to change your oil every 3,000 miles and you won't have bad problems. But anyway, so that's kind of what's been going on around here. It's also been brought to my attention that I have well over 3,500 subscribers. Thanks for liking this channel. I still don't know as to why, but I'm not going to argue about it. So anyway, thank you guys for that. If anybody just stumbled on this tonight, please subscribe. You never know, I might make something that you guys might like, or you might enjoy. I don't know. Or I might buy a car. You guys might like it. So anyway, lots of projects on the go here, fellas. Lots of projects. Hope you guys are having a great one. You know, even though with the all that nasty stuff that happened down in Southern California last week. So all my American friends, you guys stay safe out there, please, okay? So anyway, you guys have yourself a nice evening. We'll catch you later. Don't party too hard.